What's up, you guys? Welcome to V.S.O.P Sports Radio, where we only drink the finest of cognacs. I'm your host, Ryan, and thank you for joining me for today's hot topics. I'm going to leave timestamps at the bottom so that you can jump to whichever part of the news that you choose. Now, let's get into it. The Philadelphia Eagles eliminated in the first round by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's right, Baker Mayfield eliminated the runner up from last year's Super Bowl. Okay. I don't know what happened to the Philadelphia Eagles. It's like they fell off of a cliff. Okay. They lost the last 5 out of their 6 regular season games. Look at some of the losses. They lost to the Cardinals. They lost to the Giants, and they lost to the Seahawks. Now the Seahawks are no bum team, but by no means should they have lost to the Seahawks. The Eagles went 0 for 9 on third down. Man, I remember when it was 0 for 8, they showed the stat, and I was like, okay, they should get it here. And they completed the pass, only for it to be a damn flag. So they ended up going 0 for 9 on third down. You're not going to get anything done like that. But Julio Jones went out with a concussion. AJ Brown wasn't available, and it just seemed like, actually it didn't seem like it, is just the fact that they were pretty much dominated by the Bucs. They lost every statistical category. Passing, rushing, time of possession, third down conversions. They were also 0 for 2 on fourth down conversions. So I Eagles fans are very quiet today. Okay. And you got Jason Kelce deciding that he is, you could tell he was done at the end of the game. He starts hugging, people, and it really gave me Derrick Henry vibes. So he's pretty much done. In other news, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins were eliminated this weekend. The Pittsburgh Steelers, I'll give them some credit. This is the 17th season of Mike Tomlin not having any losing seasons, which is a great accomplishment. But them just getting to the playoffs was a treat, for me. I mean, no one expected them to win. The game started off with a little bit of a beatdown. But, they were able to make the game a little bit more respectable. Mike Tomlin has given the green light that he plans to come back next season. I personally think, he should, step away from the team, not only to protect that record, but the Pittsburgh Steelers, we might need a season or two of some L's so that we can get a better draft pick. A lot of conversation has been made that the Steelers are always right there in the middle of the pack, so we're never getting any great draft picks. And the Pittsburgh Steelers need a damn quarterback. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it a 100. We need a damn quarterback. Kenny Pickett stinks. Mason Rudolph is garbanzo, and who's the other one? Mitch Trubisky. Come on. Okay. And now the Miami Dolphins, lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyreek Hill returned to Kansas City for the first time since leaving the team. And I could tell you this right now, the way that game went, you can clearly tell that the Miami Dolphins were affected by the weather. They're from Miami, and now you're playing a -3-degree weather with a minus something, 20 something degree wind chill. There's no way in hell, everybody talks about it's football, that type of stuff affects you. Okay. I hate walking down to the car in 40 something degree weather. I can only imagine playing 3 hours in that damn weather. Okay, so in an NBA news, Draymond Green returns to the lineup to take on the Memphis Grizzlies alongside of his, other, big three companions, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. And now for Klay Thompson, he's taken a lot of criticism. Everybody's saying that he needs to be traded. And rightfully so. He's just not the same guy. We're talking about a Memphis Grizzlies team that didn't have any, they didn't have Ja, they didn't have Desmond Bane, and so for these guys to lose to them, it's a real telling sign, but Draymond came back. He had his, he's saying all the right things in the post game conference. He's saying that, We can't win championships in June. It's got to start now. It's, the process has got to start now. And he took accountability, saying that a lot of his antics are the reason why they haven't been able to get it going. But I'm going to tell you like this. It definitely seems like this team is done. What helped them win the championship last time was Jordan Poole, and they don't have a Poole type of guy, somebody off the bench, or, somebody who can just go out there and get a bucket, especially since Klay Thompson is not the Klay Thompson that we once knew. And lastly, Mike Brown has been fined $50,000 for his antics on the court, where he was really going at the referee, and then he got ejected. And then in the post game, he's over there pulling out a laptop, and he's trying to explain why he was kicked out the game, and he's going full on film session, showing everybody in the media and, all the fans at home, he's trying to say that, the referees say one thing about the rules, the NBA says the other thing about, verticality. When you try to defend a shot, you go up, and I don't know. All I know is Mike Brown is definitely making a statement. He's trying to shed light to the fact that we interpret the rules one way, they explain them another way, and there's just no consistency. As fans, we watch these games, and you're like, wait, how are they letting them get away with that? You're calling this in this game, but you're not calling it in this game. You call it in the first half, but you don't call it in the second half. And I can see his frustration. They ended up losing by 1 point, and it's just like that one coach that talked about the Raptors when he was over there saying, like, look, if this is predetermined, just let us know so we don't show up to the game. And so it's very interesting to see, how that transpires going forward. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the chat, in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time here at V.S.O.P Sports Radio. Peace.